Today on Irate the 80's, we're looking at those little cards that caused all kinds of commotion in the 1980s, and those were called Garbage Pail Kids. In the early 1980s, Cabbage Patch dolls were all the rage, even to the point where people were paying high dollar just to have one in time for Christmas. But over at the Topps Trading Card Company, something special was about to happen. Topps had a card series called Wacky Packages, and in it, they spoofed various products. And it was for this series that artist John Pound took the Cabbage Patch Kids product and spoofed it by calling it Garbage Pail Kids. Around the same time, Topps was looking to create a new trading card line, and they ended up taking John's idea, and the Garbage Pail Kids were born. The series consisted of putting Cabbage Patch dolls in twisted situations and scenarios. And there were a total of 41 unique cards to collect, with each one having two different names. This was done most likely to spoof the concept of how each Cabbage Patch doll was packaged with a unique name on their birth certificate. In the summer of 1985, the cards became an instant hit with kids, and equally hated by mothers everywhere. Now that summer I remember going down to the local drive-thru and just buying tons of these cards and later trading the doubles off to my friends, because that was pretty much the thing to do. They were just very, very popular. Now each pack of Garbage Pail Kids consisted of 5 cards and a stick of gum. Of course, my favorite cards in this set has to be TV Stevie, Itchy Mickey, Potty Scotty, Oozy Susie, Ash Can Andy, and of course the fan favorite, Atom Bomb. The artist of the series, John Pound, had done an amazing job with the painted artwork, and he made such an impact at Topps that they hired him back to do a second set. And a few months later, the race to collect a second set was on. This all-new set brought us cards like Soft Boiled Sam, One-Eyed Jack, Bye Bye Bobby, and many more. By the end of 1985, the popularity of these small cards had grown considerably, and in 1986, Topps went on to produce a 3rd series, a 4th series, a 5th series, and even a 6th series. They also branched out and made giant-sized cards, candy, folders, keychains, pins, and much more. But sadly, 1987 would be the year that broke the camel's back. The cards had drawn a lot of attention by then, even from the makers of the Cabbage Patch dolls themselves, Coleco. A lawsuit was then filed against Topps, and after Series 10, the Garbage Pails no longer resembled their Cabbage Patch counterparts. And if you want proof, just look at these altered versions. Holidays, Wet Wit, Arty Party, Barbed Wire. Yep, they just didn't look like Garbage Pail Kids anymore. But the bad news didn't stop there, because oddly enough, a Garbage Pail Kids movie was quickly produced and went on to be dubbed the worst movie ever made. The network CBS also had a Garbage Pail Kids cartoon ready to air, but quickly pulled it from their Saturday morning cartoon lineup. After the events of 1987, the card series had pretty much ran its course, and the cards no longer had the appeal that the older ones had. So Topps ended the series with set number 15, even though a 16th series was already drawn up and planned. Now fast forward 15 years later, and slowly nostalgia for the cards was returning. And almost 20 years later from when the first set was released, Topps unveiled a brand new set in 2003 called the all-new Garbage Pail Kids. Yep, these crazy kids were back, and this time, printed on high-quality glossy cards. Plus there were also tons of bonus cards to be found. And just this year, Topps released a flashback series in 2010 to commemorate the 25th anniversary. Now I gotta say that this set is awesome, and I love how they brought back all the old cards that we all know and love in order to reprint them in the highest quality possible. Not only are the cards printed on glossy cardstock, but they've also included unreleased cards, as well as hilarious Where Are They Now cards, which TV Stevie has to be my favorite out of all of these. Being tossed out with other 80s toys like Simon and My Pet Monster is just classic. I even found the Special Motion Series set to be pretty darn cool. The entire shipment of these flashback cards ended up selling out within a matter of days, so there's probably a good chance that Topps will follow up with the second set. But if there isn't, it's still nice to see these cards hit the shelves one last time. So Tops, here's a special salute from me to you.
Hey, keep your freaking trash out of here!